Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. In the previous episode, we finished up free agency, asked ourselves a big question. And then we begun the regular season. As you can see, it's going really well. First few games, iffy. We were 500 through 6 games, and then we picked up the pace. We've been a good team ever since. It's only 1 month. But the question I asked was, rebuild? ? And I'm recording this episode directly after the last one, so I don't know your response from that question yet. I have a feeling I know what you guys are going to say. I feel like it's going to be pretty split. We want to continue to compete. Obviously, this team is still very much in a Stanley Cup playoff race, in a Stanley Cup run. We want number 7. This team is capable of doing that. I know that. This team is very much capable of doing that. Our top 6 should easily get us to the playoffs. Bottom 6, struggling a little bit. There are a lot of minus players on this squad. Our defense is doing solid. I think we just need to keep going forward. Goaltending has been probably our best asset so far. It's doing us a major, what would you call that? Nope, still can't think of a word. It's helping us out a lot. Now, I believe a lot of you want us to go into rebuild very soon, and I think this is probably the last year of this team being exactly like it is, and I posed a question last episode. Out of all our top guys, who stays? Who are the untouchables who must retire here in Minnesota? I would only say the 2 that are untouchable are Alexei Pietrangelo and Anthony Francis. I think everybody else is on the board. Defensively, Brant Clark, it's a debate, and I want to hear from you guys down below. I also want to hear who do you think should be the next captain of this team. Everybody is on that list. So, let's go ahead and simulate. Anthony Francis is 20 points through 14 games, 10 goals. Maybe he's going for a Maurice Richard trophy. I would love for him to win one. Now, let's go to the end of November and see where we're at, because we won a few in a row. Let's hope we can keep that up this episode. Edmonton, big victory right there. Already at double-digit victories by the beginning of month number 2. Columbus, who we made a trade with in the offseason, lost in regulation. Don't like that. First regulation loss since the start of the season. Pittsburgh and Columbus, another Metropolitan loss. Can we rebound here? And that's 3 straight losses, Minnesota. Oh, please don't make it 4. That's a big victory right there. Close one, but I'll take it. And 2 straight there after 3 straight losses. I think this team's time is running out. Every time I say that, we go on a win streak. So it's debatable. You never know, because we've won 13 straight President's trophies. When will it stop? Are we going for number 14? Are we still that kind of team? I'm not sure. We're fighting for the first position in our division. I think we are capable of doing that. But we're getting older. We don't have as much cap. We're not as deep as we used to be. We haven't picked up any big prospects in a draft or top-tier forward prospects in a very long time. Detroit Red Wings have fired their head coach in Cam Brookbank. Ta-da. Detroit's a dumpster fire anyways. It's okay. So a lot of victories in a row here. Finish off the month strong. Big victory right there. So we're 19-5-3. Little rough patch right there through the Metropolitan Division. But we finished out the month very, very strong. Almost at 20 wins. Anthony Francis is at 42 points. That first line looks to be doing solid. We are currently first in the division. 6 points up on second place. I had to do math there. That was rough. Oh my god. It shows you how long I've been out of school. It's been a few years since I've been out of high school. So we're first place. Looks like we're first place in the entire NHL by a few points. Surprisingly. 19-5-3 is a good record. We could be a little better, though. I have a feeling there's a few places that are underachieving on this squad. But let's go ahead and see where everybody is at through 27 games. Anthony Francis. I'm seeing a trend here on the first line. -8 for Anthony Francis, -8 for Pietrangelo, and a -8 for Toby Kahn. Toby, we just gave you a $15 million contract, well, I guess it was a $10 million, no, it was only a $5 million raise because you were making 10, but we cut your contract in half. You get it. What is it called? Salary, retained salary, duh. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Yeah, first line is struggling. Putting up points galore, but defensively, they're a little iffy. I did say I kept Pietrangelo on that first line to be our defensive asset, because the moment you start pushing around those lines, it gets a little iffy. They're putting up points, but defensively, they're a liability right now. Francis is putting up points. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but he needs to turn it around for us. Seriously. 21 goals, though. He's on a very, very good pace. He's 832 goals. He's got a very good chance to pass Wayne Gretzky very soon in goals. Almost 1,000 assists. There's a possibility of him passing 1,000 assists this year, and 1,787 points. He'll be at 2,000 before you know it. Few milestones this year. Cale Newman at 38 points, stepping up. You know, we gave him a new contract. Seriously underrated. We always went with Pietrangelo. It was always, the hierarchy was Anthony Francis, Kaprizov, Quinn Hughes, Pietrangelo. Newman fell somewhere around there. Newman, in his later half of his career, has turned on the Jets. As a 32-year-old, he's playing the best hockey of his entire career. And I really like to see that. That is huge for us. Sergei Gogolev, surprisingly, he's putting up some points. He is taken over that second line. I mean, Cale Newman has the most points in the second line, but Gogolev, surprisingly, playing that right wing, +16 might be one of the best plus-minuses on this squad. I really like to see that. And my boy, Harrison Hadar, the Haymaker, all 5'9" of him. I love him. Oh my god, having a great season. What kind of contract do we have, you two? 7 more years. Oh, I love him. Maybe our next captain. I would love to see some of you guys say he's captain, but that's just me personally. It's for you guys to decide. Pietrangelo, 30 points, not doing too bad. Defensively, first line's not doing great. Second line is really stepping it up. Don Kreider, 20 points. We did sign him over Schoonen. Why do I always put an N before the rest of his name? I don't know why. Don Kreider has really stepped up. As a half-point per game player last year, or just under that, 20 points this year, he's going to pass what he had last year. He's already got 12 goals. He's playing the best hockey of his career. Have him for 2 more years at this kind of contract. At the end of his contract, we should easily have enough cap space to give him a $4+ million contract. Albert Schausser, Ling, everybody after that kind of drops off. The only minus player in the bottom 6, though, is our 4th line center and Alexander Chistov, or I guess he's our 3rd line center. So maybe we discuss adding at the deadline, or just adding a new depth player for us, especially going into the playoffs. It could be a little rough for us. Defensively, Brandt Clarke is stepping up. Since Quinn Hughes retired, you know, he loses his lifetime defensive partner. They were together probably 95% of their career. Early in their career, they weren't. Later in their career, or like at the very end of Quinn Hughes' career, they weren't. So all the time in the middle of their careers, they spent together, and now he has a new defensive partner, and Harry Parrish is definitely picking up the slack. Picking up the slack. It is a contract season. He's going to ask for a lot of money that we don't have. So fun. Matthias Grossman is definitely turning into a top-tier defenseman in the NHL. I only think it's a matter of time until he goes on some sort of rampage as a top-tier defender. He's got 1 goal, which is weird for him. He's usually a 10-plus goal guy. He might hit it, but he's going to have to do some work here. Bissonnette and Tremblay are doing really good. Bissonnette, 9 points. Not the best. He's definitely taken a step back, the last few seasons. I guess last year, 45 points. He hasn't been in his glory since 2034 to 2035. 2033, I guess. But he's fine. We'll need him long term. It is a contract year, so we have to discuss that later. I don't think it's a problem right now, though. A rookie in Georges Tremblay that we got from the Columbus Blue Jackets in the offseason. Not having a bad regular season. -2. I don't expect too much out of him, but maybe we go ahead and trade for some depth defensemen at the deadline. I mean, we don't really have the cap space, but maybe there's a cheap forward or defenseman out there that we can add. You never know. Playoffs, injuries happen. There's been a few injuries to start the regular season, so I just want to be cautious. And Perez has been mediocre, but it's a third pairing. I'm not expecting the best. So goaltending, how's it going? So Moore and Spencer Knight did technically get worse, but they're racking up wins. DeAndre Moore did, I believe he picked up all 3 of those losses in a row at the start of the month, but 903 and a 905, and their goals against is, DeAndre Moore could be better, especially as our starter, but going to the playoffs, Spencer Knight might be our starter again. He's a legit playoff goaltender. He puts up great stats. He's really helping this team out. 8, 1, and 2. They're splitting time pretty evenly. I really like seeing that. So let's go to the entire league stats, see where everybody is at. I'm not going to check the entire league stats every month, but I do want to see who's winning some awards this year. The best goaltender by far is easily Casey Campagna from the Vegas Golden Knights. Former Minnesota Wild prospect. Obviously, we traded him a while ago. It's been a while, but stayed in the Western Conference, obviously. Having a great regular season. I doubt those stats will stay as it is, but he's definitely making a case for himself. It's early into the season. A lot of contenders here. Connolly's doing pretty well for Tampa. A lot of guys that you can discuss who might potentially win it. A lot of those guys on the list are former Minnesota Wild. Crazy to see, right? I'm not happy they don't put those numbers in our uniform, but it's whatever. Oh my god. So, what a name. For the rookies, it looks like it's a battle between 2 guys. Ryder Foster from Montreal, who was the former first overall pick, and then you got Francois Maisonneuve. Nope, Maisonneuve. I tried my best, folks. Wow, he's pretty decent on that. Technically a third liner, 78 overall. He's putting up some great stats. How about defensively? Who's winning in Norris? A lot of minus players this year, though. Brant Clark, I believe, I think Brant Clark won the Norris last year. He could take home his 3rd career Norris with the way he's playing. Defensively, he's being great out of all these defensemen. You say Matteo Jogren is putting up 32 points, phenomenal, but his minus, it will definitely get in the way of award. Lidman, -15. I'm sure that'll get better. His points will too, but definitely puts him out of the race. Ty Smith is a +8, so he's probably leading the way. Sandin and Brant Clark are probably the next 2 guys. It's probably a race between... probably all these guys are in it. All those guys are in it. But how about Viart Ross? Oh, okay. Somebody new at the top. You got a Henry Auger. 6th overall pick in 2023. I hit my elbow off the table. That hurt so much. I tried to avoid that, but it hurts. Oh my god. Oh my god, why did I do that to myself? Oh, I'm out of commission, guys. It's the end of the episode. So, it's a little bit of a race at the top. I would say anybody in the top 10 has a chance at it right now as long as they go on a good run. Henry Auger has been with Florida his entire career. Wow, Florida. No playoff success, though. 98. Oh, well, he's a legit guy. I guess I just haven't seen him at the top. I guess because of how well the NHL does points-wise, but not putting up the most goals. This year's an assist machine. Usually he gets 40-plus goals, but Okay, whatever you need to do, Florida. You got Vadim Slidechuk. Anthony Francis is right up there. Atu Ratti, Lafreniere, Gustav Slidechuk. Goals, it's currently Joel Everberg, who scored 83 goals last year. Yeah, beat us in the finals. Yeah, hopefully we never see him again. He'll probably take it home. He's a legit sniper. Matthew Savoie, Dylan Hunter, Damian Hunter, I don't know why I said Dylan Hunter. Slidechuk brothers, and so you got 3 Slidechuk brothers in the top 10 of goal scoring. I love that. I do love that. And then you got Anthony Francis right there. He could make a run for it. You never really know. But 2 months down, let's simulate a bit, see how we're doing. We're still working out some kinks, but we're a good team. I don't think there's too much to worry about. We're a playoff team every single year. There's not really too much worry. We've been a stacked team for so long. There's no real problem with this team. We're too good. We're too good to lose. There's been a few iffy starts to a season, but we're a good team. All in all, I just have to trust the squad. When it comes playoff times, it's a different story, right? We've won 7 Stanley Cups. It does remind me, we do have to check out the draft class because we have 2 first-round draft picks this year. We have Columbus's. So, hey, you never know. You never know. Maybe we luck into a top-tier prospect this year. Oh, 1-0 shutout! Oh, my. And then we destroy the Capitals. Okay. And then we whoop Dallas. Good. I like to see that. Vancouver sucks. And they beat us. Obviously that's how... Yeah, that works, right? Almost at double-digit losses before January. Not good. Not good, Minnie. I mean, we're almost at 30 wins. How much am I going to really complain? I put this team on a pedestal that is hard to reach each and every single season, but come on. We're a good team every single season. It's hard not to complain a little bit. So Sergei Zykov has been hurt in the AHL. Not super worried about that. Let's beat Buffalo. 4-0 shutout to end the month. 65 points on the regular season, leading the division. I think that's good for first place in the NHL. Oh my, okay, and looks to be, yeah. So next best team is the Carolina. Why do I always confuse Carolina and Calgary? I'm from Canada. I should know the difference. There's a big difference. Nobody lives in Calgary. Oops, sorry. No offense, Calgary. I'm an Ontario boy, no offense. But I've been outside of the province once. Don't hate me. I went to Newfoundland. That's it. Can't understand their accent. Yes, I know. People talk about, the Canadian accent. I don't think I have an accent. You want to hear an accent in Canada? Go to Newfoundland. It's like a Minecraft enchanting table. If you don't get that reference, I'm sorry. But you don't understand it. Fun times. But Calgary, again, they're chasing us. Last year, we were chasing them for the majority of the season. Came down to the wire. We just won it. We won it outright. But not doing too shabby so far. We're going to skim through how we're doing, see if anything's progressed. We're not going to go super in-depth. We're not going to check out the entire league stats, but I want to see who's... Okay, big difference right now is that the first line has gotten over the hump. They're putting up more points. Petrangelov came out of left field. Oh my God. He had like a 29-point... excuse me? He had a 29-point month. Are you serious? He was at 30 points, right? I can't. I'm crazy, right? Holy Jesus. What a month for him. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Oh yeah, every time I forget about this guy, he reminds me that he's there. I appreciate it. So the first line has definitely gotten over the hump, putting up great points here and there. We have... 6 players. Our top 6 are all over a point per game. Our top 6 is going to lead us through this. So Francis doing phenomenal. Petrangelov is caught up in the goal scoring race. Newman is tied is second on the team in goals. Hadar's doing great. Absolute beauty. Future captain of the squad. I'm putting it out there. I'm just saying. The haymaker. Homegrown talent. Sergei Gogolev, also homegrown talent. Had a weird start to his career, but he's definitely settled down into a phenomenal player for the Minnesota Wild. Ooh, I love him. Toby Kahn, 50 points in 42 games ain't bad. The first line is definitely getting better. He's going to probably finish a point per game in the season. $15 million, though. He's the highest paid skater on this team. So he definitely needs to step up the work. Have a 29-point month. I'm just saying. Don Kreider, 30 points. He's going to match easily break what he had last year. Easily a 50-point guy this season. Not doing too shabby. And the bottom six are all pluses. I really like to see that. That is huge for us. Olis is... You know what? If we have the ability to add in that bottom six, we might do it. Because for the playoffs, we might need a little bit of a kick in our bottom six. We will definitely look at that. Nathaniel Link's not doing too bad. Olis isn't doing too shabby. Albert Schauser, Chistov, Della Rovere. We might be simulating well in the regular season, but if this bottom six goes into the postseason, I don't know how effective they're going to be against other teams. All I'm saying. Bottom six isn't doing too bad, though. Defense. How's it going? Brandt Clark is going to make a run at the Norris this season. He's taking it home. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. He's taking home a Norris this season. Harry Parrish is just behind him. Plus minus is a little different. But all in all, those top three defensemen are having a great season. Brandt Clark, what are you at in your career? Brandt Clark is a 1,000-point defenseman. You know, he doesn't get enough credit. You know, I said the untouchables. Brandt Clark is probably an untouchable on this team. I would say Petrangelov, Francis, and Brandt Clark. It's up for you to decide, but I'm saying this guy is super underrated. Being in Quinn Hughes' shadow the majority of his career, and then he stole a Norris from him with 101 points. Had another Norris last year, I believe. Or actually, it might have been 2 seasons ago. I'm actually not too sure. No, it might have been last year. I'm not super sure right this second, but almost 1,000. He's going to hit 1,000 assists before the end of his career. Probably 200 goals. 1,000 points. You don't see a lot of those. I don't think he'll beat Quinn Hughes in points, but it depends on how long he goes into his career. It's up to him. Georges Bissonnette, 1,600 or 16 points. I don't know why I had 100 in my mind. Whoops. Not bad. Brent Perez, 7. Tremblay has become a plus player. I really like to see that. I would love to see him turn into an NHL guy. Says he's getting mad at ice time, even though I have him on 2 special teams, and only says he's a top 6 player. Thanks, EA. Love your logic. Haha. Oh my god. Goaltending. DeAndre Moore has gotten significantly better. 20 points, or 20 wins. I don't know what I'm saying. It's not even that late. Well, it's almost midnight. 20 wins, 6 losses, 1 OT loss, 1 shutout. He's going to get worse. But since Spencer Knight has kind of dipped off, DeAndre Moore is making a case for himself. I know he's our starter. That's a fact. He's 23. He's got a long career ahead of him. It is a contract season, though, and that's where I'm kind of leaning towards this team beginning to rebuild. Or just trade away a crap ton of guys, go for a little bit of a rebuild. We might even compete, but this team needs a little bit of a reboot with cap, with all that. We're losing pieces. I'm just putting it out there. Goaltending right now is doing really good. I really like to see that kind of performance. So, I think over halfway through the season, trade deadline is at, next month. But let's go to the end of this month, see where we're at after the trade deadline, or after the All-Star break. Hey, EA, another thing. Would you like to add the All-Star break, which every other sports game has? MLB, NBA, probably the NFL, games or Madden. Literally every other sports game. We just had 4 shutouts in a row. I'm over here complaining. Vancouver fired their head coach. 4 straight shutouts, Minnesota? Hello? What is that? What is 4 straight shutouts? I hope that was old DeAndre Moore. Let's see. Iowa, a bunch of players are ready to come back. Let's check that out real quick just to be sure it's nobody super important. Scratch players. It's Ganon and a few other guys. Okay, good. It looks like Benin. No, Benin's still going to be in there. I guess it's just Ganon is the only guy I really feel like putting in. Ganon, welcome back to the squad. Can you stop getting hurt? That'd be great. I'd really appreciate it. Welcome back to the squad, everybody else. Pushkarev's getting better. 68 overall. Vasilyev is getting better. Ponikarovsky, Lindholm. Everybody's getting better. Oh, Soretta's oh, we got a lot of guys coming up. And see, that's kind of my thing. We're going to get worse. Just our bottom 6 right now is just a little bad. And it's not like a perfect puzzle. But very soon we have a lot of guys making a name for themselves ready to come up. A lot of the guys I just listed are going to be NHL players very soon. Very soon. And they're all, the majority of them are younger than 22, which is a huge positive for us. So we're almost at the end of the month, and we only lost 1 game that month. Beat Detroit. Come on, make it easy for me. Yep, win number 40 at the end of January. 48-4. We lost 1 game this season, and it was in the shootout. The shootout. Goaltending is being really good right now. I'm scared. Cale Newman at 74 points, 20 points ahead of the next best team in the division. It's not even a race at this point. If we lost like 5 games in a row, we'd still be ahead. Like, it's not even a race. We're the best team in the league still. Our top guys are producing always. Like, look at these guys. Cale Newman had a phenomenal month. The top guys had a great month. Everybody here had a great month. Gogolev, Petrangelov, Francis, and Newman. Toby Kahn had a good month. Hadar had a great month. Don Kreider had a really good month at 20 goals, right? Everybody's pitching in. I like to see that. Now the debate is, do we trade for stuff at the deadline, or will it make us a weirder team and then we'll start to lose games? Because EA logic, am I right? We'll trade for somebody and then we'll lose 5 straight regulation games. Because this is how this game works. Because you add to a great team and you get worse. Because Olis is the thing keeping us together. Or Leon Albert Schausser is keeping this team together. All I'm saying. But everybody is doing pretty solid. Our bottom 6 are putting up points. Defensively, they're really good. The worst one there, defensively, is Olas. Got the most penalty minutes among them. Olis might be the guy to go. We might want to get a 3rd-line right winger for the playoffs. Olis is probably the only thing I'd look to change. Other than that, we're looking pretty good on the forward side. Defensively, Brant Clark, 47 points. Harry Parrish, 42. It's easy to them. It's not even a competition at this point. Grossman, doing great. Bissonnette as well. Perez is doing pretty solid, 12 points in his comeback season. He's been in with Iowa for 3 years, played 1 season. He's been in Iowa. We buried him a little bit just because of how stacked our defensive core was. I feel bad about it, but it's his best NHL season with 30 games to go. Good for him. Tremblay, 7 points, +9. I wish he would progress, but 77 guys out of the draft that are top 6 or top 4 guys don't progress as well as they should. I reference it so many times. Tremblay does have 3-game winners, though. So he's clutch. We know that. I really appreciate it. Goaltending. DeAndre Moore is almost at 30 wins. He did get all of those shutouts in a row. 9-14 and under 250 goals against. He's performing his best hockey he's ever played, and this is what we needed from him. I mean, the rest of the team is stepping up for him, but once all those guys leave, is he going to actually perform as well? Obviously not, but is he going to perform like a starting goaltender in the NHL? We won't know until that happens. But he's putting up some wins. He's putting up really good numbers. Spencer Knight is a backup. I don't think he's played a game in a while. No. He played it. I don't think he played very much that month, but basically the same stats. Let's go to the entire league, see what the award races are, and then I want to check the trade block and see if we can add a little bit, or maybe we wait a little bit. But I would say the best goaltender in the NHL right now and during the season would be DeAndre Moore. Capagna took a little bit of a step back, but DeAndre Moore, with his best month yet, not even at double-digit losses, is putting up the most wins in some of the least amount of games in the top 10. Best save percentage, best goals against. I really like to see that. Rookie skaters. It's looking like it's a race between these two top guys. Are these two top guys? Yeah, that's the right thing to say. Or, I mean, there's a few other guys in the race, but a lot of minus players. Too bad, Montreal. Too bad. Defensively, Matteo Jogren has really stepped up in the points categories. Now, he could win it outright if he gets over 100 points. If he gets over 100 points, I think it's his award. But plus minus, he's got to step that up. If he gets to a plus 20 and he runs away with the points, it's his trophy. Ty Smith is injured, but he's having a great year at 36 years of age, playing his best hockey. Obviously, whatever. Brandt Clark, I would say, is the runner-up. I think he might take home a Norris. Come on. How about that Art Ross? Henry Auger is at 80 points. Now, we have a few guys in the top 10. Petrangelov, Anthony Francis, Kilnuman are all making a run at it. Hopefully, we can see us take home a few awards this season. Goalies. Goals! Wow, that was hard to get there. Goals. Joel Everberg at 50, a goal per game. Guy is known to score a goal per game. I think he's passed Gretzky already, hasn't he? Gretzky had, 892 goals in his career? 880 something? Gonna pass it easily. Very soon. A bunch of guys in this league are gonna pass it. Not really that big of an issue. So we're gonna sim, I would say, halfway through this month. And then we're going to check the trade block, see if we can add anything at all. We're going to sim up to after this New Jersey game. I would slow sim it, but I hate New Jersey so much I don't want to even give them a chance to beat us in the slow sim. I can't do it again. My heart can't hurt that much. Ola Alfredson has been hurt in the AHL again. That sucks, dude. Come on. 2 big wins there to start off the month after the trade deadline. It's not the trade deadline, Owen. It's the All-Star break. Fred Gannon has been injured with our guys that we don't want to get in are injured in the AHL are just taking a beating this year. I don't like to see that. Sergei Zykov is back. Good to see that. I like to see that. Okay, a lot of our guys are progressing. A lot of guys. Zena Carano is getting better. Oh, yes, I like that. Big. 3 wins in this month. And we lose our first regulation loss in a very long time. It's been a long time. We don't want to trade Tremblay. We probably don't need this forward, but might as well look at it. What are you? No, we have so many guys exactly like Upshaw that are better. Fred Gannon is back. Or Gannon, whatever you want to call him. He's American, so it's probably Gannon. Oh, it's probably Gannon. Oh, I hate that. Oh, Gannon. It should be French. It should be Gannon. Ooh, oui. Okay, 7-2 victory over Buffalo. Big rebound victory. Ola Alfredson is back. Few injuries here, but good to see guys come back. Is that Kip Reed? I think it's Kip Reed. Kip Reed is at a 79 overall. He's going to be an NHL player next year. Maybe during the playoffs. Do we even need to get anybody for the playoffs? We always check. We check every year. Ulanov to the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal did lose their longtime starter in free agency they get Ulanov for 2 seconds. Is Montreal even a good team this year? New Jersey. A first. Well, that was difficult. Montreal gets a first, and Matthews, not the good one, to Montreal. Islanders get Tyler Chokington and a 6. So Montreal, you add a goaltender and then you trade away a left winger. A top 6 left winger. What the hell are you doing? Is Mark Bergevin still running your team? We lose to New Jersey. Obviously, we lose to New Jersey, right? Obviously. But we're probably winning the President's Trophy again. We're almost at 100 points. We could lose 10 games or we could lose 5 games in a row. But let's go ahead and check the trade block, because I have a weird feeling we need to add. Like, it's just some cosmic force is pushing me to make a move. I don't know. Especially for the playoffs, I have a weird feeling this team is going to take a hit during the playoffs and just suck. But do we even have any cap space? We have less than $1 million. So if there's anybody on a 2-way deal or making absolutely no money at all, this is the time where you speak up. Maybe a Josephson for bottom 6. Yeah, I thought I would have more money than this. It's whatever, though. I didn't expect to add, but we always check the trade block before the deadline anyway, so we're just keeping up the standard here on the 3 Thumbs Up YouTube channel. There might not be anything to add. Maybe we just go with what we have. There's a lot of rookies in the AHL that we could call up if we want to make a run. Oh, we want to make a run, but I'm saying if we need to bring somebody up, there's a lot of guys you can call on. Kip Reed, Soretta. There's a lot of guys, so maybe the time isn't now. Maybe we just wait it out. Nothing wrong with that. I'm okay. I'm perfectly fine with doing that. And I still want to hear your opinions on a rebuild. Personally, I want to do it because I feel like blowing this team up would be kind of satisfying. I don't know why. That's just a personal opinion. Just a personal opinion, folks. Wow, Slavkovsky's making $13 million for the next 4 years at a 32! He's 32 years of age! Oh, these contracts are getting ridiculous. I mean, don't even talk about Drysdale making 11 as a 34-year-old for the next year. Oh my god, what are you doing? Alexander Romanov in Philly? Wow, okay. Oh wait, go back to the last team. Boquist at $5 million. No, thank you. Nothing here. Wait. We got this Jamison Hood. He's a righty. Oh, he's a righty. Oh, he's a righty, guys. Oh, but he's only... Ugh. Oh, but we don't know his stars for sure. Okay, his scouting is all off. We don't know anything about him. But he's easily affordable. He's a 2-way, so that wouldn't even affect our cap. I'm going to write that down. San Jose. He might even fill in for Olas, but maybe that's something that we look at. I mean, we could easily, we could bring on Bell as well. I mean, I get he's a 1-way contract, so we don't have enough money. But one option that we might as well do. We might as well, right? It wouldn't hurt us. It wouldn't hurt to add something. I mean, then you wreck the chemistry, but we're such a good team, we might need a little help for the playoffs. I don't disagree with that, Owen. I think you're on the right track here. Rupe Heinz is 40? Oh my god, you're still kicking. You're making bank, though. Good for you, Rupe. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. How's your career been since moving from Dallas, Buffalo, Washington? 1,000-point guy. Easily a great career for you. Ooh, Hall of Famer? Maybe? Maybe. And that kind of looks like it. You know what? We're going to go all the way back to the San Jose Sharks and try to get that Hood guy. I have a weird feeling he might help us out. And if he's a playoff hero, maybe. But he could easily be a third liner for us and take over for Olas. Well, we can get whatever you want. Whatever you really want. You want a second round pick from the Calgary Flames? No, I'd rather give them our first because we're going to win the President's Trophy. More skaters than 30. Wait, we would have more? Oh, we would have more skaters than 50? Okay. We'll just give you whatever. Do we have a bad prospect on this squad? We can give you Koltsov. Did you do that trade, San Jose? Trade rejected. Okay, it won't take too much to push this trade over the edge. Whatever you want, you got it. What do you want? You want a 5th? You want a 5th? Really? Well, we're getting this trade through. Don't worry, San Jose. You want a 7th? You want a 6th round pick too. Come on. Wow, you really don't want to do anything with us, San Jose. I know. It's been a while since you've been good, but you want... I don't want to trade 2 seconds for him. That's not even worth it. We'll give you a bum prospect. No, not you. It's not a bum prospect. You have no idea what you're talking about. You want a Boyce? There. Good. Trade accepted. Hood, welcome to the squad. Appreciate you coming over to Minnesota. I know it's going to be a little bit of a culture shock. San Jose really isn't used to winning. But you're welcome here either way. You're in the NHL, right? Hood is in the NHL. Sick. We're going to replace Hood with... We're going to replace Olas with Hood. Might change the chemistry up a bit, but I feel like we just needed to add a little bit. He is a righty, though, so it works out. Let's see what you get. Their morale goes to a 0. Maybe we move Ling up here. Chistov, how have you been? Chistov and then Ling. Ling has been the better player. 14 points, 18 points, plus 10. Yeah, Ling's going to that third line. Kreider, Ling, and Hood should be pretty good. Fourth line won't even be that bad. I know there's not plus 3 on the second line, plus 1. They're performing great. I'm not worried. I think that's the right trade to make. We add on. Hood helps us out. Where's Columbus in the standings currently? Columbus is currently first in the division. Whatever. Whatever. We're basically at the trade deadline. We are good to go the rest of the way. Let's just finish this season outright. I'm not even going to check the stats down the stretch. We're just going to go. We're just going to go. Cale Newman is leading this team in points. Mario Tremblay. I'm not trading him. Mario, did I just say Mario Tremblay? Oh my god. Mario Tremblay. Oh, Mario Tremblay. Who are you? I don't care. Florida. Come on, beat the Panthers. Damn it. Henry Auger gets the best of us, but it is whatever. Just win the games. You can probably hit 60 if you really feel like it. Stutzel to the Dallas Stars and Jet Wu. Detroit gets Bullreese, the second, and McFarland. Hopefully those prospects were worth it, Detroit. You'll never be a good team. Tremblay. No, I'm not trading Tremblay, for the love of God. We lose. Okay, we lose a few games there. Frederick Blodker to the Dallas Stars. Los Angeles gets a first. Okay, I see what you're doing there. 2 regulation losses in a row, though. Oh my God. Please. Please, can we just get through the trade deadline? Please. St. Louis, come on, get a win here. 4-0 shutout for one of my goalies. Yes, that's how you do it. That's how you break a little bit of a losing streak. Arizona, come on. Sorry if I skip any of the trade alerts. It's just my mind doing stupid things. Okay. Carolina gets Ward, and Carolina gets Ward. It's C. Ward. Maybe it's Cam Ward's child. You don't know. And a third, Columbus gets Cantor. Cool. Columbus is definitely making a race. The Stanley Cup this year. Ola Alfredson is injured. For the love of God, Ola Alfredson. You're one of our best center prospects, and you keep breaking your legs on the ice? Stop it. Please. Please, man, you've missed so much time this year, I swear. You've been out like every game. I gotta check this. How many games you've missed, dude? Like, are you kidding me? Like, you played 51. Played 51. Played 51. Okay, it is your first year in America. Dylan has played 60. You missed 9 games, dude. That's a lot. That's a lot. Pick it up. Pick it up, man. Pick up the slack. I mean, I can't really blame him for getting hurt, but dude, grow some skin. Grow some skin. Pick it up. Beat Detroit, the dumpster fire. I'm okay with that. Picking up some big victories here. Hopefully we hit 60 yet again. Our 14th straight President's Trophy is probably locked up already. Oh, you know what I forgot to show you? The draft class. I don't know why I forgot. So the top 5's looking pretty good. Corson, Noronen, Patrick Jeffrey, Esberg, and Crowder. And then we got friggin' Jaden McMuffin. Whose mans decided that their last name would be McMuffin? Are you serious? What kind of sick joke is this? And then, goalie. Might as well. Goalies are good. Goalies are always good. Anybody else here? Probably don't have a chance at any of these guys. Alexei Fedorov. Oh, I love him. I want him. I don't know. Fedorov. Oh. Love you, Fedorov. Did we beat Anaheim? EA, fix your game. Did we beat Anaheim? I have no idea. Did we beat Anaheim? Thank you, game, for not showing me if we beat Anaheim or not. I wasn't paying attention. 60 victories on the season. We're going to finish with more than that for sure. As I say that, we lose a regulation game. Dallas, the Avalanche, St. Louis, and Chicago to end the season. And we finish with 65 wins. Just when you thought the Wild were done, we come out of left field with a baseball bat. I don't think that's how it works, Owen, but you know, it doesn't matter. Uh-oh. Anthony Francis might have had one of his worst seasons yet. Uh-oh. We're going to have to check that out. We're going to have to check that out and deal with it. Oh, that's not good. Anything less than 110 points is not his best. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like to see that. Who will we be playing in the first round? We will be playing the Chicago Blackhawks. It's been a few years, Chicago. I'm glad it's you. Ooh, that'll be fun. That'll be a fun series. So, Cale Newman leads the team in points. Oh, Francis had 109 points. Started off the season really strong, but everybody kind of took it from him. So, back-to-back season worsts, but 109 points is still phenomenal. 4 assists shy of 1,000. He's gonna break Gretzky's goal scoring record next year, it's probably been broken twice over at this point. 47 goals is 47. 47 is his worst goal scoring season. You know that? This is his worst season all around. That's a fact. Less penalty minutes though. I guess that's a plus. 109 points. How much am I going to complain, though? Really? I can't complain too much. That first line was great. That first line was phenomenal. Cale Newman stepped up. Let me give him some credit. He's been a playoff performer. A legit guy. He's been a legit guy for a long, long time. Is he an untouchable? I'm not sure. That's up to you guys to decide. I want to hear your suggestions in the comments below because I'm not sure who we should lose. We go all the way back when we had a contract dispute with him. Oh, let's go one more year at like 8, and then the same the year after, and then we bring him on for a long-term deal, and then we have a little bit of an argument for 2 years, and he plays his best hockey. He leads the team in scoring for the first time in his career. He's the best. I love him. Like, you look at his career, super underrated, almost 1,300 points, almost 700 goals, almost 1,200 games. He's been here for a long, long time. Pietrangelo the same. Man, you can't replace him. 1,600 points, almost 800 goals, 831 assists. He's the guy. I love him. Former first overall pick. Same with Francis. I really can't complain. Sergei Gogolev with a great season. Is that his career best? 98. 98 is the stat to beat, and that is the best season of Sergei Gogolev's career. I didn't think it would be this year, but he really pulled it off. 2 more years at that $7 million contract. Sucks, but man, oh man. Putting up goals, putting up assists, almost 100-point season. I really appreciate it. Toby Kahn, making the most money on the squad, was 5th in scoring for forwards, but 94 points, I can't complain too much. He was great. Not much more to say. Harrison Hadar, future captain of the Minnesota Wild. Just saying, the Haymaker is probably one of my favorite players on this team, if not my favorite. I drafted him. I didn't know who he was, and we drafted him. He's been great. So, what more is there to say about Harrison Hadar? I love him. He's going to become a point-per-game player soon, or like in his career, he's going to surpass over a point per game soon in the next few seasons. But a 20-goal campaign, 73 assists, by far his best season. Don Kreider with 61 points, 32 goals, by far the better choice between him and Skuin. I debated it, but there was the age difference, the contract difference. Don Kreider had the more upside to him. I went with Don Kreider, and I think I made the right choice with him. I'm glad. Jamison Hood came over from San Jose in his last 23 games. He had 10 points, a plus player. He hasn't been a plus player in a very long time. In a very long time. So I'm glad he was good for us. Actually pretty good. 2-game winners, shooting at 21%, 2 penalty minutes, +5. It's really good. I like him. It is a contract season, though, so I knew it was just an addition. We're probably going to lose him, but I'm not upset. Nathaniel Ling wasn't bad as a free agency addition. Albert Schausser wasn't too bad. Della Rovere, Chistov, Olas were all pretty good. The only minus player here is Hood because he played with San Jose, but I'm not really counting that. So a great season all around. Francis's worst season, but cut him some slack. 109 points. He's never scored less than 100. All I'm saying. Defenseman. Brant Clark. I hope he wins a Norris. I really hope he does. Harry Parrish. 65 points. Great year. Grossman. Is this his breakout season? I'd say the last 2 years he's definitely stepped up. He had 10 goals. I do like to see that. More assists. Basically the same player. I do like seeing that. He's going to be good for us for a long time. 2 more years left on that deal. Oh, 2 years from now is going to be rough. Bissonnette, contract season as well. We'll discuss that later. We're just trying to we made the playoffs. We're trying to win that Stanley Cup. We have to push all that negativity away for a little bit. Brent Perez, 18 points. Tremblay with 11. Great season all around. How about the goaltending? DeAndre Moore got a little bit worse, but he had under a 2.5 goals against with 48 wins and a .911 save percentage. That should be good for first in the NHL. Spencer Knight didn't even have a bad season as a backup. Put up solid numbers, put up a lot of wins. Great win ratio. I'm happy with how they did. Let's go ahead, check out who might take home some awards. DeAndre Moore, don't even look at the other goaltenders. It's your award. You're winning your first ever Vezina in your second season. All I'm saying, his second season? Is this really his second year? Wow. Good for you. I like to see that. It's a contract year too. So, of all the other goalies in the top 10, you can see like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goalies from Minnesota in the top 10. Or, I guess, more than top 10. But you know what I mean. We produce some pretty awesome goaltenders. Rookie skaters. It's going to go to Ryder Foster. I really like seeing that. Good for you, Montreal. Defenseman. How about that Norris? Jogren. has 91 points and 31 goals. He might just win it outright because of points, but I would say the next best guy is Brant Clark. I think he has a chance at winning it just because of how good his plus-minus is to his peers. And VR Ross is going to Henry Auger with 133 points. It was his season. Good for you, Florida. Probably won't do well in the playoffs. 36 goals, 97 assists. It's been a while since we've had a 100 assist guy. Good for you, Florida. Joshua Waugh, Vadim Slychuk, Damian Hunter, all these guys had a great season. But just know we're coming for a little bit of revenge in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Most goals in the season, Joel Everberg, almost a goal per game in his career. I believe he hit, I think he just broke Wayne, or tied. I'm not sure how many Wayne Gretzky finished with, but either way, this guy is probably the best goal scorer in this franchise mode. Joel Everberg beat us in the finals, and we know what he's all about. A lot of goal scores this season, a lot of goals. But that's the end of the regular season. We're heading into the playoffs against Chicago. We need a Stanley Cup. This team is going to get torn apart. I want to hear your opinions about that. But until then, thank you guys very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.